So a train that's leaving after mine is already boarding. Mine still says standby. So, I think we're running late.
I'm not doing this for a living, I'm doing this for life. Wave goodbye my whiskey and those long, long cocaine nights. I'm not doing this for a living, I'm doing this for life. Wave goodbye my whiskey and those long, long cocaine nights.
Made it to Brantford, one of the more peculiar hotel rooms I've been in. It's quite orange, and it also has hardwood floors, so a little bizarre. See if there's anything to look at. A building. All right, weird thing about Connecticut, when you hit the walk sign to cross the street, instead of the traffic pattern changing to accommodate you to walk across the street, all traffic stops. It's kind of weird. It makes you feel like a bit of an asshole for stopping all the traffic. Well, it's time to head to the venue now. Obviously it's dark, but I called Caitlin back home in Lake Worth, and it's still light there. It's about like 6 p.m., so that's cool. Yeah, heading over to the general area of where the venue is now. We have made it to New Haven. Lots of pointy buildings. It's a big one. I think today is like the first actually pretty cold day. This is kind of the start of the day of travel terror. Someone's rocking out the Jones Jet. Gotta respect that. Yeah, today's the start of a really bad travel day. So to get to Brunswick, Maine tomorrow, I have to take a 4 a.m. Amtrak into Boston and then transfer in Boston to a bus that'll take me to Brunswick, Maine. I tried to see if there was an option of going today. There's not. So as it stands, I have an Uber scheduled to pick me up and take me to the train station at 4 a.m. and hopefully he shows up. First impressions of New Haven so far. Lots of pointy buildings. I was always told that if a building had a gold dome, it was the state capitol. There's like 7 gold domes here. That whole crosswalk thing is true, and I've seen people just straight up walk diagonally through the road. So very bizarre. Now let's go look at a cemetery. So at this point, I think I'm just walking around Yale. I did just find out that the cemetery I'm at right now, which is Grove Street in New Haven, is apparently the oldest cemetery in the nation. So there might be some cool stuff here. So we'll see. So the plan for the day has changed a little bit. While in New Haven, I stumbled upon Lunar Fest, celebrating the Chinese New Year, and was told that there is an open mic on the other side of the street. I went over and talked to the dude, and he pretty much said that he'd give me like 30 minutes. So most people who know me know that I count every show, and typically my rules for what counts as a show is 5 songs and more people paying attention than performing. Some people disagree with that. My typical response has been, it's my list. If you have a problem with it, you can make your own list. So, Yale show. Who'd have thought? So I played a set at Yale University. That's pretty bizarre. Just stumbled upon their Chinese New Year thing in the open mic. People were like, yeah, you can play a set. So I played my 5 songs. And
This I'm sure I'd rather be on tour. Oh. Country's roads are intertwined, twisting, turning, tarmac lies we tell ourselves just to get by. Because I got lost. Don't we all get lost? I think we got lost. And I'd rather be on tour. I'd rather be smoking by the back door of a venue in Boston. Find a new band to get lost in. I'd rather be staying up all night, rather be breaking up a fight of this, I'm sure.
Well, another day, another train. Admittedly, this one is whiter than some of the past train stations. Colder too, I guess. Leaving Maine, heading back to Boston. A couple things I've learned just in the few Amtraks I've done is I prefer to wait or walk to the further back cars. My theory on that is that most train stations are like this, where it's just sort of a platform and the train comes by and most people are towards the front of the platform and get in the front cars. Not many people want to walk all the way to the back car, so you're more likely to get like your own aisle back there. And me having like the guitar and my 2 bags, you know, I feel bad taking up a whole bunch of luggage space on a packed car, so I like to go to the ones in the back. So Rocky was nice enough to leave me some hand warmers, and it's funny because I worked at a warehouse in the freezer for a long time, and we had these every day, and we also had ones that you could like stick on your socks in your shoe. And I always thought, I was like, damn it, I should have taken some of those would have come in handy. But thanks, Rocky.
I'd rather be on tour. And I've seen the coast, I've traveled the land we love the less, 'cause I want more. There's so much left to be seen. My favorite city's the one I'm in. My favorite city's the one I'm in. And I'd rather be on tour. I'd rather be smoking by the back door of a venue in Boston. Find a new band to get lost in. I'd rather be staying up all night. Rather be breaking up a fight of this, I'm sure. I'd rather be on tour, and I'd rather this not end. I'd rather be living the dream with my friends from the east to Seattle, winning wars and losing battles. I'd rather be sleeping in the van and improvise, adapt the plan. I want more. I'd rather be on tour. I'd rather be on tour. I'd rather be on tour.
In just a couple minutes, we'll be arriving Boston North Station. The doors on the platform side will open. Please don't forget to look around your seat and the overhead luggage rack for items you brought on board. In Boston, the doors on the platform side will open. When exiting, take extra care. There is a gap between the train and the platform. On behalf of the entire Down-Easter crew, thank you for riding. Have a pleasant day. Boston is our train's final stop.
Made it to Boston. Although Brunswick and New Haven were really cool, it is nice to be back in a city that has like a subway system. So yeah, just waiting for the train to go to the hostel, first hostel of the tour, only hostel of the tour. Stopped at the Bruins Pro Shop, grabbed a puck for my dad, and yeah, now it's just waiting on the train again, like the whole past week.
Approaching Haymarket. Doors will open on the right. Change here for the Green Line and bus connections.
Cusco. That's who our street in Brooklyn where our hotel was. That's who it was named after. Cusco. Yeah.
Approaching Harvard Avenue. No smoking, please. Change here for bus connections. Doors will open on the right. This is Harvard Avenue. The destination of this train is Boston College.
Might not make it back. I've been here twice before. Times I lost track, trying to keep score. It's a losing game. So why do I play? It's a losing game, and the rules constantly change.
Fun yet? Woo! Give it up again for Dominic. Woo! All the way from Florida. I just need something that's better
than you've ever been. The kind of caught to keep my seeds and throat and disbeliefs in. I just need to drink more water and change everything. Miles to go before we realize that we've been sinking. Thanks, everyone. I just need to drink more water and think everything. Don't believe that comes my throat and can't get anything. I just had it, last night, only just a little bit. We're Summer Cult. Old Soul is next, and there's 6, so don't go anywhere. If you like that, come see us in May. Thank you.
Getting by, I'm in a mom started a fire in my mom's kitchen. Now she plays stop. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's not where I'm going. They all think I love me, but who did that I was all knowing? I could've made it
all the way from Florida, fucking crushed it. Give it up for my dear friends in Summer Cult, who I'm pretty sure played not the first and not the second, but the first 3 Sweetie shows with us. I think that's probably, I think that's accurate, right? Yeah. And give it up for Old Soul, who are the best and brightest in Massachusetts and deserve all of your love. Please, oh, really quick, we don't have any merch, but please buy everything from everybody else.
Just got done at the Silhouette Lounge. Boston was fucking sick. Met some really cool friends. This band Sweetie, Old Soul, and Summer Cult. Summer Cult was unreal. Those guys are the best. And at the end of the night, the lead singer of Summer Cult comes over, says, I talked to the guys and we want to give you our cut. And they gave me their cut, which I tried to refuse, but they wouldn't allow me. So super nice. We told them, bringing the band, we're getting back together, so we're gonna play some shows with those guys. Super stoked. Boston was amazing. Back to the hostel. We got this amazing short rib grilled cheese, and it's also snowing, which is pretty cool. I'm at the hotel in Foxborough, which is like southern Mass. And now I gotta route how I'm gonna get to the venue from here. Pretty nice room. This is an America's Best Value, which is what we stayed in the first night in Long Island. This one's considerably nicer. Yeah, so gotta figure out how to get to the venue. Got some time. It's about 2 o'clock right now. We gotta be there at 7. So probably gonna shower. Yeah, figure it out. The hotel only had Coca-Cola or Mountain Dew to drink. No water and no ice machine. So came here in hopes of finding coffee. It's cold. It's supposed to get to 18 degrees at some point tonight. So feels like my face is falling off, but we're having fun. So last night, we're in Rhode Island. One more out-of-state show, and then back to Florida. And that was that. Last out-of-state show for this run of the Off the Rails tour. Voice is a little rough. Met some awesome people tonight. The guys in Valoria, the Long Swan, and then Kevin, who filled in for Eric Fournier. Fucking exhausted, but this has been an amazing tour. Probably my favorite tour I've ever done, and I hope to do more. I can barely talk right now. My throat hurts. So tomorrow we go back to Boston, stay there overnight, fly home, and then go play Cape Coral. It's time for sleep. So, if you're a fan of movies, particularly Boston movies, then you'll know this bench. This is a bench from Good Will Hunting. And I swear I'm not full of shit about this. I'm like a very distant cousin of Mr. Matt Damon. But it's a pretty cool view here. So the problem with Boston is it has that, whoa, what's that thing about it? My phone's almost dead, and I was gonna go to a hostel to charge it. But I saw a gold-crusted building, and I assume that's the Capitol. I said, whoa, what's that? And now I'm gonna go look at it. Last day in Boston, flying back home, 7 o'clock. For me, this point of every tour is like trying to convince myself that I haven't fallen in love as much as I have with the place I'm in. Because it's bittersweet to go home, you know? This is a really fun way of living. I'm happy to, go see my wife and my cats and whatnot, but this is really cool. I'm into seeing new places. This is one of the coolest places I've been for sure. Well, this is it. Heading home. Where it's 80 degrees.
Got 2 cats, no kids, trying to make it in showbiz, and I know it's not easy on you. Fighting all these demons with these songs and their meanings, which are fractured, fragile, and true. Slouching on this plane ride, gazing at the night sky. When I land, my plans all fall through. Sticking pen to paper and seeking a savior as I sing. I think that it's you, and I know you'll be right there when I get home, light years away.
All right, so we are back in Florida. Got to sleep at home last night. Flight got in pretty late. Slept in this morning. Woke up, was able to give Caitlin her gifts from all the places that I've been. I still really haven't unpacked. It didn't really make sense to unpack too much. Didn't make sense to unpack too much because I gotta go over to Cape Coral, which is what we're doing right now. I am driving. Contrary to popular belief, I can drive. I just don't that often. So we've got about 3 hours in this vehicle now, and then we're playing at Ollie's tonight. I'm very excited to be back there. It's my first proper show there. It's a really cool venue. And then it's back to the local grind for a little bit. I did just get some exciting news about the West Coast edition of the Amtrak tour, of the Off the Rails tour. And that's going to be really fun in May. So keep an eye out for those dates. They should be coming soon. And yeah, on to Cape Coral.
Thinking about seizing today. I'm often alone.